And welcome inside the Lifetime Activity Center on the campus of Salt Lake Community College. Game 3 of Week 2 of the Utah Top 50. Dusty Lidster and Dane Stewart of KSL Sports Rewind with you. Our matchup here on the nightcap, the Washington Caps and the Kentucky Colonels. The Colonel's not after you, Dad. Maybe he will be tonight.
I don't know that one.
So I married an axe murderer?
Oh. Yeah, different context. I got you.
Oh, okay. Dropped that ball inside and had it stripped away. Quickly on the push now with the Caps. This is Nathan Johnson. And sends out the 3 on the way, and good by Doughty.
Now, we talked about when we saw Hunter Skank earlier, his Warrior running mate, that man right there, Griffin Doughty. And he can dial it up from all over the floor.
How about that contested 3 from Mason Bettinger?
All right, so secret number 1 for Dane is already out on the night, and secret number 2 apparently is out. Mason Bettinger is going to have himself a big, big year.
Do you thought that was a Dane secret?
No, I'm just telling you, he went for like 24 in week 1.
Yeah.
No one gets to 20 in this thing. And it was efficient shooting from Mason. I mean, he did not miss a lot of shots. Guys will take 8, 9 shots in this thing, but he hit like every one of them. And it's just his efficiency has taken that next step.
Yeah. Caden Erickson trying to go with the channel his inner
Colin Chandler?
Thank you.
He looks like Colin
It
Chandler.
looks exactly like Colin
yes,
Chandler.
I know.
I thought that last year too.
Yes,
But
yeah.
he let it go just a little bit longer even as that jumper is good from Giorgio Golesis.
Yeah, Golesis had a big game last week. Sprained his ankle. Good to see him back on the floor. Didn't think it was serious, but it's good that it's not.
I'm going to thank Brian Alfrey for making the Washington Caps the all-name team. Is a strong take, good D. Yeah, jump ball. Thought that was a good call there. William Santiago with the code red there. And the jump ball.
A rare chance for us to see Solomon Barrel, the Leighton Christian Academy Eagle. Don't get to see Leighton Christian very often.
No, we don't.
Of course, they're trying to move up to 4A. Might get a chance to see them more often, but man, he can be a high flyer.
That was off the backboard. Nice attempt, but the 2 points there to the Colonels. Look out for a video with the football team.
Yes.
Dane and I were there on Saturday. A great time. As that's another terrific J for Giorgio Golesis. I think Skyline's going to be pretty good this year.
Yes. Yeah, of course, new head coach will be interesting.
As Dane's dark horse with the bucket once again there, Mason Bettinger.
Yeah, just in case you didn't know who he was. I'm just telling you, if he doesn't shoot 70% from the floor tonight.
Yeah.
It's the efficiency, Dusty.
That would not drop for Barrow. Of course, Mason Bettinger was our 5A player of the year last year. Was just unreal in the state tournament. I mean, unreal.
That semifinal.
The semifinal, that quarterfinal. Like, what is going on? It was just outstanding. So excited for his senior years. A shot a little wide of the mark. Holding up here, Doughty. Now the take and the finish by Giorgio Golesis.
Great drive. Love that ball navigating through traffic and the reverse spin. He brought that same kind of game in week 1 here for the Caps.
Bettinger gets down low and hits.
Hasn't missed a shot. I'm just saying.
Just stop now, then Dane's predictions are right. Same game parlay.
Yeah.
And get inside the lane, send that ball out. There was a foul on the drive. And so we'll stay here. Again, the clock will run continuously till the 10-minute mark. Then we'll have a media timeout. Only stops under 2 minutes left on fouls. Quick inbound here. That was KJ Miller. Nice pass on the backside, but swatted away by Braden Whitehead.
It's a young man going to have a lot on his shoulders at Bingham this year. Played limited minutes last year off the bench, and this year going to be the big for the Miners.
Missed a couple of bunny opportunities there. Bettinger from outside, off the mark and a rebound. Claimed by KJ Miller.
Seen a couple of his Lancer running mates already tonight.
Dowdy off the mark, nice board. Johnson with the jackknife and can't finish. But he will go the line for free throws. How is it you have two redheaded Johnsons with an E-N? They don't go to the same high school. So I can't try to make the connection. Of course, this Johnson.
How is it that you could have two redheaded Johnsons? I don't get it. Like, how does that happen?
How does this happen? In the year, all the technology and everything else we have in this world. We just don't have the connection to the Johnson family. I mean, they would be like the Manning family is to football. They are to the state of Utah basketball. 3 on the way and short. Rebound finally claimed by KJ Miller.
Of course, speaking of Nathan Johnson, going to be a senior this year, and key cog for Coach Chris Jones there at Highland High School as he tries to rebuild that program. KJ Miller.
Can have a really good year, I think, KJ Miller.
Yeah, I think so.
Of course, his dad, a former CEU Golden Eagle himself and the current head coach, his head coach at Layton High School. Johnson hanging on a pivot, fall away, no. So the golden opportunity goes by the boards. Staley sends that one up. Of course, 2 Lone Peak Knights on the floor there with Cameron Swiggett. 3 on the way and wide of the mark there from Barnes.
Of course, Jordy Barnes committing to Utah State this week.
Yes, he did. Text his dad, talked to text Coach / Papa Barnes.
That might be Dusty's favorite Aggie. I mean,
By
Matt
far.
Barnes has to be your favorite Aggie, right?
By far. That's a short list.
I know. That's
Yeah.
that's why I felt so confident saying it.
Of course, the Wesley family, tie because, lived next to his brother. There's a steal. Brings that in, but that was more McKelly's tie than anything else. And Swiggett comes and lays that one in. No, be right. Jordy Barnes will get Dusty cheering. Ryland Jones, of course, right now is probably my favorite Aggie.
Stephen Ashworth. I mean, I was a
Stephen
bigger
Ashworth, that's a
Ashworth
good
guy.
one.
You loved Ross,
Yeah.
right? Not that it's a Dane versus, but
But it
we
wasn't.
love
Yeah,
that
we were both on
backcourt.
there.
Yeah,
You were on it early, so I'll let you, we'd go on that one.
Well,
Great salsa he dropped off.
yes, he did. Yes, he did. I think you love Chantry's game a lot.
I did love
And
Chantry
I
Ross's
don't,
game.
we love that.
It was the
backcourt.
little guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. It was because it was like you're going to underestimate this kid. That's why I really liked Evan Young, because I loved when Duncanville came to town, and it was like they totally underestimated him, and they couldn't keep him out of the paint. So
Two
it's kind of
players
that same
that
thing.
certainly would have been in this league if it was running a couple years ago.
So, one time?
Multi-year guys. Ashworth and
Oh,
Ross
right,
would have
right.
been top 50
Oh,
from
easy.
their sophomore year.
Easy. Yeah. Oh, nice look there, but nobody home. Loose ball gets back in the hands,
Hit it.
and the 3
Oof.
on the way won't drop.
Carly.
Now the extra opportunity there is Gillespie's couldn't get a couple buckets to go. Kyle Carley, the young man out of Mountain Ridge.
Tell you, he
Gets
can
fouled.
be really aggressive on the take, and he can be a really tough matchup defensively. Interested to see if that translates back to Mountain Ridge this year. A team that had a lot
Right.
of expectations last year, just about like it never quite got gelled. But man, Kyle Carley, he can score with the best of them when he gets feeling it.
So back in the other end, here's Jordy Barnes.
Good defense there by Smith.
Sends back out to Swiggett. That was Tyler Christensen, cycle through, now ball down low. Left-handed won't drop there for McKee, staying with it. And now a foul. We'll see that puts McKee at the line. If it does, it'll probably be the final bit we'll have here before our media timeout.
Jackson, a young man we don't get to see very often up at Box Elder. His dad in the building tonight. soon to be senior. Talk about a lot of good players in Region 5. He's one of them.
And McKee rolls in the free throw and gets 2 points. It's 1 for 2, 18-16 with a final possession before our media timeout. Gillespie sends that one out to Miller. We'll drop that one in. Bunny won't go. And now still in transition. We'll go to the first stoppage for our timeout. Send that one to the corner. Christensen drives and hits, and that will bring us to our stoppage as we are all tied up at 18. You are watching the 2022 Utah Top 50 Week 2, brought to you by Athletic Republic. So welcome back in after the media timeout. Dusty Lidster and Dane Stewart. I'll remind you that Athletic Republic is a performance at any age and any skill level. It is at any skill level. Basketball is a physically demanding sport. By focusing on acceleration, agility, and power, they can give players in every position the tools to be more successful in the game. Again, it's Athletic Republic, a proud sponsor of the Utah Top 50. I want to thank them for their support of this terrific event. But all tied up at 18 at our media break, and these two teams that feel very evenly matched up. As Barrow sends that one out, good ball movement. Miller straight away, couldn't get the three to drop, and the rebound.
Well, how about the hard close out there by Bettinger? He was like a cannon.
53 is Reese Dent, young man out of Wasatch. Barrow on the drive, Bettinger there, going to draw the foul. Oh, they'll call jump ball.
Yeah, it was right on top.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I'm in the mid-season high school form, just trying to guess on calls.
Oof. Erickson thought about it. It'll be fun to see Caden this year. Remember last year he had help on that team, great scoring, and now it's going to be a lot on him. It's going to be more kind of option A.
All defense, too, and they lock people down, especially at the end of the year. But the surprising winning is Davis, and then Lone Peak. As Barrow's three won't go, and again on the push, here comes Erickson. Erickson gets in the lane. What a
tough
finish.
take.
Oh, man.
You sure that's not Colin?
Yeah, right. Especially at Solid Community College, or Collins junior year, he went absolutely nuts, leading Farmington to a state championship game appearance.
It is Caden Erickson, folks, and if you're a college coach out there, you got to give him a look.
Untapped potential.
Real look.
Yeah. So this event's all about, right? Guys showcase their talents. And I feel like you see more defense than what you'd see in the summertime in this event.
And in some cases, even than in the wintertime.
Yeah, potentially. That ball
It's the beautiful thing about iron against iron, right? Like best against the best.
Yeah.
And you want to elevate your game on both ends of the floor. Gives a great opportunity.
Nice little pocket pass, and that is a strong finish there by Braden Whitehead.
Yeah, up amongst the trees. And that was an element for Braden. It was like, if he can grow into some of the physicality of the paint, he could be a really good player, good force for the Miners, and that time showing he can.
Oh, and that one won't fall there for Giorgio. Gillespie's could not get that one. And that one poked away from behind from Erickson. Barrow with the loose ball. Send ahead. Johnson with the defender on his back. Little Heisman move. Lays that one up and in.
Maybe got a little extra momentum there and able to finish on the little reverse, huh?
He just gives him a little Derrick Henry. We'll have a free throw here for Mason Bettinger. These are these moments where I realize my voice really carries in a building.
Yeah.
Of course, Derrick Henry didn't stiff arm people enough tonight. Good mercy. 41-7. It's a 41-point run that the Bills put up.
You're not even a Titans fan. I'm wondering if there's a fantasy impact there or something.
I was just trying to quote Major League 2, your favorite
okay. All right.
of the two. Is that three from Johnson short. Whitehead doesn't get it. Rebound claimed. That was William Santiago. And there's a three for Jordy Barnes.
No. That was Caden.
Oh, it's Caden.
You're good. We just got to get him his props.
50s, man. They both got a little bit of the mop head going.
51 and 57 nonetheless.
And that's the other part. Is that three won't go. Erickson with the rebound now up the floor. Bettinger. Goes inside Whitehead. Barrow was on his hip, and Whitehead able to finish.
Good ball movement from the Colonels tonight. We've seen it really start to pay dividends here as they expand this to a 10-point lead.
The oil is hot. Colonels are frying. And that three ball won't go. 32. We'll match the clock or the scoreboard inside the building. 33-22.
Their offense is finding an addictive chemical.
And the herbs and spices are all together.
Makes you crave it fortnightly.
We're in midseason form. You wouldn't know we haven't called games together all fall. Actually, we haven't called a game together since basketball last year.
Yeah, I know.
State championship. Dane goes and does the sports that I just don't know very well, lacrosse and soccer. And
he doesn't either. That's the real truth.
That's not true. He's the voice of Utah lacrosse. And then, in the football, you get to call those games with Moose, and I'm in the studio. That ball's loose. Picked up by Bettinger. Swiggett was there, but Bettinger wanted to. A little showtime, and Johnson says nay to that one. Swing give up to Barnes.
Love the recovery there by Nathan Johnson. It was 2-on-0 breakaway.
Oh, and then the block from behind by Barrow. Defense on display here for the Caps. Johnson fall away, and they really wanted to follow up that whole segment with a bucket there and didn't get it to go as some substitutions will come on. The defense.
Man, no kidding, huh? Great couple sequences there. The defense laying the opportunities offensively. Nathan just leaving that short, but love the buy-in defensively here for the Caps. See if that can help spur on some offense.
Oh, nice find, and the backside bucket is there for Jackson McKee. 37-22. Straightaway three from Miller, his second three.
Even had a hand in the face. Tyler Christensen was right there, and Miller extended beyond the three-point line. Even with the deepness of the gym here, able to drill it. Layton, maybe that next gym with the close bricks. We were talking about it earlier tonight.
It's one of the few that's still left.
I love that gym.
A little long. Yeah, the intimacy of those gyms have just kind of, first of all, it's this setup, essentially. Just gone by the boards. As Barnes blocked on the J.
Yeah, Gillespie. That's going to be a fun little region rivalry this year.
Well, Jordy's definitely going to draw a lot more attention, a little bit more of the ire, but the commitment to Utah State.
Well, and he won't have old Wistersill there. Inside, outside, defense.
Jack had his back. But there's a take in the finish. He's now a lumberjack down at Flagstaff.
I'm going to hold him true on going easy on my Vandals. No more than 10 and 10 for Jack.
Well, at least you know he'll do it with a big smile on his face.
have a feeling he'd probably be like, take that, Dane.
Dane, you know, I just had to do it. As that shot will go as you go inside of 2 minutes left. Actually, that's more JT. As Staley's three is short. Jack's, sorry, man. I had to do it.
Yeah, that's probably more like Jack.
It.
Yeah.
There's a take by Miller. A little too hot to handle there down low. Again, the clock will only stop on fouls inside of 2 minutes.
Looking for Reese Dant. That one just kind of popped through his fingertips. The Colonels have had maybe the best first half that we've seen tonight. 39 points here.
32-32, I think, was our top the first two games. The Swiget pulls for three, and it won't go. Rebound taken by Barrow. And he's going to go coast to coast.
Someone's got to step up here for the Caps. It's been tough to find the bottom of the net.
Inside of a minute left in the half. Oh, nice find. And Isaac Staley,
the
sophomore, lays it up and in.
Yeah, they lost him. Didn't see Isaac there coming down the backside. And good finish. See if that gets him going.
He and Chamberlain Burgess are going to be a handful.
Well, and Cameron Swiget.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, who's on the floor right now? He had a nice week one. Swiget did, and hasn't quite got going tonight, but he's got the ability to. Good options for Coach Ross. I didn't even make him laugh tonight.
Miller is short on that one. Inside of 20 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jordy Barnes going to hold it up top at 10 seconds. Down to 5. Barnes.
Good defense there
Sends
by Smith.
out to Staley. Blocked by Barrow. Miller will count if it goes. And left it a little short at the end of the first half. The Colonels leading the Caps 41-25. You are watching the Utah Top 50 on KSLSports.com.
Hi, I'm Lizzie from the Food Nanny. I recently got a My Style checking account. It's the perfect blend of rewards and convenient benefits. I love that sound. And now My Style Checking has new features like mobile phone protection, 24/7 telehealth, and my favorite, restaurant discounts. Get the only checking account you truly need and see what's new with My Style at macu.com.
Start of the second half, Dusty Lister and Dane Stewart with you here at the Utah Top 50. Nightcap game as Barrow cannot get that one to go. Gets his own board. And then I thought we'd have a jump ball. Did not have it. Send it back out. 3 on the way and good.
Dowdy.
Thank you.
Look, love the collapse down there defensively. Bettinger coming down, but you leave the open shooter. And I'll tell you, there are certain coaches in 6A who have lived that pain before, leaving Griffin open and paying the price on the other end.
We're going to leave it here with the Colonels, much to the chagrin of Gillespie's.
I really want to call them the Colonels.
See, I never understood how you get Colonel out of COL, but as Barnes knocks down to 3 for the Colonels.
That's Utah State right there.
Aggie triple. See if they can get that one going up there. The fact that they don't is just a big miss. Big miss.
Well, Riley doesn't shoot a lot of threes.
They're too worried about getting after the opposing team that they just come up with good chance, you know.
They haven't had a lot of Titan triples, Dusty.
That's true.
Give
I
him
feel
a
like
break, would you?
I feel like the
Sheesh.
Aggie triples like made to be chanted at Utah State. Nice take and no.
I think Mason hit his first 3 or 4 shots, and since then,
Been a little cold.
yeah.
Pushing that 70% number.
Hey.
As Barrow can't get it.
You know, I never finished that statement.
That is
so
true. There's Jordy Barnes hold it outside. Strong defense to send that ball out. That shot won't go. Barr with the board on the run out. Got some defense back there. Trying to go with a little one-hander. Bettinger maybe fouled him. Didn't get the call.
No, that was all ball.
Ball of the elbow, but there's the miss and then the board on the backside there.
I was channeling my Bill Walton.
Oh, thank you.
You know,
I should have caught that.
yeah.
I've been waiting for you to bring out some weird facts about the state of Utah and largest producer of whatever it was that he brought up one time.
Well, I could bring up the fact that they call this gym the lake because it's the Salt Lake, which is the largest lake in the country. You can see it from space. Players fly in here from the lake in the top 50.
There it is.
You like that?
Absolutely.
The voice is way off, but I can't do his voice, so
Very few people can.
yeah, you're gonna have to live with that.
Frank Caliendo's kind of started to get it there. But a 16-point advantage for the Colonels. A little junction jumper, good.
I'm really excited for the year this year for Giorgio. He led Skyline in a lot of games last year. I remember we talked about him, but we never had a chance to see him.
Right.
And seeing him now, it's like, man, I think that kid going to be a senior. That's going to be a program to keep an eye on this year.
Been a while since the boys program has made a run. In transition, Dowdy for 3.
Tut. Man. Griffin Dowdy, man, he's probably one of the better three-point shooters that we don't talk about in this state.
I would agree. I would absolutely agree with that. Weber, for those years, were so competitive. They've had a couple down years where Region 1 kind of just ran away from them, namely Davis. And then Layton's going to be coming on the come up as well, and Fremont and things like that. They kind of got buried a little bit in the read there.
I think it could be a year they can get back to competing for a region championship this year.
You think so?
Yeah.
Could be a tough region. I mean, it's wow. Giorgio Gillespie could not get that one to go. With Davis and Fremont, Syracuse, as that one won't go. As a nice job there by Erickson. He's heard the conversation. Make sure he got in on that. But I think Region 1's going to be extremely open.
It might be one of the more competitive regions in the state this year.
I think this is the year Fremont gets back into that. They got so much
Do you?
talent coming back. Absolutely. And Hanson and Crew and Duft and others.
Calvert.
Yeah, and David Calvert. That's how he transitions from football as Miller knocks down his third 3. And he says, what about the Wayton Wancers?
It's going to be one of the things is how do these, when you look at a Fremont with a Calvert, how do the football players come in, right?
Yeah.
That's been a big storyline in years past. If they're healthy, they can be a bear to deal with. And Mulaney hoping they'll be healthy.
Oh, nice take and finish there by Erickson. I mean, this doesn't mean to be negative. I don't know that Fremont football will go deep into the playoffs to get too concerned. But David's had a terrific year as a tight end. Some highlight reel catches. I saw Wazoo showing some interest. Of course, Wazoo does well when they get guys from Plain City.
You see his catch against Lehigh?
I didn't get to see it, no.
We've got a media timeout in a few minutes. I'll show
Okay.
you.
Oh, nice dish. And the finish to Whitehead.
William Santiago. Wasatch, great vision.
And I love that
Driving
his
handoff.
name is William Santiago. I mean, that is the name of the character you only get to see in the opening moments of A Few Good Men.
That is true. You know, week 1, I was like, are you sure he's not a Timview kid?
Right.
That was the first thought that went through my mind. But
Because Santiago's didn't leave Provo. That shot won't go from Bettinger. Nice contest there by Giorgio.
yeah, showing his ability on both ends tonight.
Little head fakes and out Reese for 3.
Sometimes being that open can throw your rhythm off, and I thought Reese kind of gave that little like half pump fake, and I was like, oh, this might not end well. Good finish.
In transition, Miller has that one knocked out of bounds off of Giorgio Gillespie's. They're unbound along the baseline. Three from Miller is wide of the mark. And a turnover. .11 game, hanging on a pivot there, and 1 for Jackson McKee.
Nice finish there for Jackson. A little pump fake. You talked about being patient. Excellent job getting that to go down.
Nice take, and another hand one.
Oh, Carly.
Back. Yeah, Kyle Carly out of Mountain Ridge. Oh, nice block there by Reese Dent. Carly sends it ahead. Barrow. Now he gets a little left-handed flush. Wanted it earlier, didn't get the foul call when he went for it. Back the other end, that 3 is short. Rebound to Johnson. Now he's got the run out. Johnson down the lane, left hand, no. And the rebound claimed by the Colonels.
McKee back, able to do just enough. That lane had parted there for Nathan. Loved the recognition, just couldn't quite get it to go.
The 3 won't drop. It was William Santiago.
Dan able to pull down that board despite having Whitehead right there. Nice physicality there by Reese.
Miller off on the 3, backside board to Reese Dent. Contest there from Whitehead, maybe got a piece of that.
Yeah, he's affected a lot of shots just like that. That length of Braden, talked about it earlier. Great asset.
Reese Dent, nice job of getting his hands on that. Speaking of hands, about Swiggett, able to get his hands on that one. We'll keep it here as we're 1 minute away from the media timeout. So Johnson will inbound for the Caps. Good hands by Jordy Barnes. And we'll stay here.
Think about the way Utah State's been recruiting this state. Ryland Jones, Stephen Ashworth, Jordy Barnes.
Yep.
A lot of guards.
Lots of guards.
To play in Logan.
No, with Coach Smith and Coach Odom. We talk about Stephen Ashworth as well, and a shot off the mark. Final possession before our media timeout. So he gets that ball inside and does. Hanging on a pivot, reverse it and score it for Jackson McKee. Timeout on the floor. Inside a 10-minute mark. We'll be right back. You're watching the Utah Top 50. And welcome back inside the Lifetime Activity Center. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart. Final 9:56 of week 2 of the Utah Top 50. Again, I want to thank our sponsors, Athletic Republic and Mountain America, for supporting the Utah Top 50 Elite Showcase. 11-point lead is Isaac Staley. Got that one to go.
I think he wanted to dunk it, just found himself a little too far underneath. How about the outlet there? Teammate swig it to Staley.
Well, but Barrow would be able to have that, and there's the foul to Isaac Staley, and then Barrow with the bucket. Count the 2+1.
Probably could have had a foul a little bit earlier there, but it's where you appreciate the top 50. We're not trying to send anyone to the line here. We're just trying to let boys play.
Send out Isaac Staley for 3 off the angle, short. Gets his own board, goes back inside.
There
now
you go.
The hammer for Isaac Staley.
I'm just going to say it's been a tough offensive night for Staley, but great recognition there, able to kind of stay in position to get the long rebound and able to take it and get the flush. Oh, gee.
Walking the tightrope over there. Barrow trying to size up Staley. Little junction extended J there for Giorgio Golesis. Jordy Barnes sends back out. McKee short on the J. Rebound taken. And cleared out by Carson Smith. Quick on the other end. Giorgio.
Yeah. Man.
Golesis with the finish.
Not the first time we've seen him get into the paint with contact.
Oh, they got the nickname, because that's actually going to be the correct pronunciation of his name. Giorgio.
Coming to a top 5 near you.
I'm not going to have him come up. Actually, it's Georgia. But Amy's still good with it. Cross court, Staley. Little 2-foot jump stop, and you get the foul there. So Isaac Staley, the sophomore, will go to the line.
I like seeing Isaac be more aggressive here these last couple of minutes. I think last year felt like he kind of took what was given to him a little bit, and here recognizing, hey, I'm going to get to the rack. I'm going to try to create a little bit more.
He had one of my favorite plays of the year last year against, I think it was it Sky Ridge, where he had the block down the stretch, and then thought they had a chance to win that game. Kind of came out of nowhere, able to get the block, and then just missed the 3 to win. But big bucket there, 61-54. Of course, Isaac, the son of Dustin Staley and nephew of Luke Staley. The latter spurring the name of one of my 3rd child. Or Doak Walker Award winner, Luke Staley. Bettinger.
Nice movement.
To Whitehead, couldn't get it, gets his own board, couldn't get the stick. They'll put Whitehead at the free throw line. And Dane, I should show Dane this picture. I didn't. There was a picture caught with Kerr talking with Luke Staley, who's on the staff. I mean, if there are more.
Dusty printed that, framed it, looking to get autographs on one day.
Yeah.
If Dusty has another child, their name probably will be Kerr. Kerr Litster.
Couldn't do it. Close. I mean, when Detmer was born, I was going to go Detmer Wilson because of my buddy Kyle, but I was afraid that Mike would know.
Sure, yeah.
That's double L's, not one. On the angle now, Giorgio Golesis. Nice take and finish. Man, Giorgio.
We got to get someone at Skyline to start sending us highlights. Huh?
Absolutely.
Twitter, Instagram, we need them. We want them.
Got to have them. Nice find. And the
That's a Barnes for you right there.
Yeah. Doesn't always have to be a three.
No.
Make the best basketball decision. Reese Dent steps out for three and got it. No, Reese Dent had a great top 50 last year.
Coach Kyle Taylor, he's been running the Colonels today. Kind of hung his head after Reese knocks that one down. Like, man, can't put these guys away.
Yeah. And quickly on the run. Barnes near with the steal. Giorgio able to keep the handle. Dent out for the screen. Giorgio with Whitehead saying, hey, clear it out, let me go. But maybe not. Goes back inside. Reese Dent got right around Jordy Barnes. Isaac Staley with the block.
Showing he's more than just a perimeter guy, huh?
Yeah. Bettinger can't get the floater to go. Rebound back in the hands of Mason. Sends back out. Staley gonna shuffle his feet. He got caught in between some decisions there. Looks like he didn't turn an ankle.
Yeah. Tell you, another shot for the Caps, Dusty.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this game was kind of in control.
It was. They just slowly just chipped away at this thing as Johnson sent out to Miller.
Good closeout there on KJ.
Straightaway three. Reese Dent, no. He hit two. Was looking for the third. That was the heat check. So inside 3.5 left. Is Jordy Barnes. Pulls for three. No. Whitehead there for the putback. Be there for your pickups.
Yeah. Offensive rebound, second chance points, so important. Great job by Whitehead. And then look, he's down there defensively. He'll get called for the foul, but how about the big man running the floor for the Colonels?
So Reese Dent once again making an impact play. Gets the foul. We'll go 1 for 2 at the line. One of my favorite rules, maybe just be incorporated at all levels, for heaven's sakes, but not really.
The 1 for 2?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I actually really like 1-on-1. I hope they never take that away.
Yeah.
But they will, because, you know,
we
can't have nice things.
Well, you got to have a reason to have a rules committee. It's like changing a state flag. Like, why? Well, because got to have a committee do something.
They apparently didn't like my design, by the way.
I almost said it to the governor. Like, what are we doing? Don't want to burn that relationship. Is that one missed there by Whitehead?
Too strong.
KJ Miller, 4-3.
Oh, KJ. Yes, sir. Back to 5.
Yeah, back to a 2-possession game inside of 2 minutes where the clock will stop just on fouls. As Erickson sends out to Bettinger. Gone cold in the second half. And Mason. Good body up, step back, no. Whitehead another board, and then he's fouled. They'll put him at the line.
How about the work by Braden on that play? Able to get the positioning before the shot, sets himself up for the rebound.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're watching Utah Top 50.
Hi, I'm Lizzie from the Food Nanny. I recently got a My Style checking account. It's the perfect blend of rewards and convenient benefits. I love that sound. And now My Style Checking has new features like mobile phone protection, 24/7 telehealth, and my favorite, restaurant discounts. Get the only checking account you truly need and see what's new with My Style at macu.com.
Minute 42 left here on Game 3 of Week 2, the Utah Top 50. Reminds you that Athletic Republic helps you everywhere, including explosive power. In other words, the ability to produce force quickly, the ability to drive to the basket, chase down a loose ball, or lead for a rebound or jump ball is developed by improving hip strength and stability using proprietary equipment such as the Plyo Press and protocols. We focus extensively on hip strength to generate the power that informs all aspects of a player's game. And that's Athletic Republic.
I don't know if he'll appreciate this or not, but Coach Kelby Miller isn't going to walk up 15 rows to say hi to us. So players, next time he gets on you for not running sprints in the gym, just respond with, Coach, you won't walk up 15 rows.
I mean, and the next time he's mad at us, well, why aren't you talking Leighton? Well, you're not taking the extra steps to help us out.
He did turn around and wave.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
He sent us a text. Did you
Oh, he
not see
did?
that?
Oh, well, I was reading.
Yeah.
I was reading a read. There's a okay, I take that back, Coach. Giorgio had that one. That goes out of bounds and will stay here.
Good hustle there by Barrow. Able to help keep this in.
I have a great comeback. Show me you care without saying you care.
He'll probably give you the old Coach Miller smirk.
Oh, there's the block
Jordy.
by Jordy. They had actually stopped the clock there. They hadn't been stopping on balls out of bounds, and so we'll let the clock catch up to our clock. Actually, I'll just reset it here. Of course, what we have on screen is unofficial. We keep that up here. It is not fully synced with.
You know, here's the thing I
Internet.
love about Jordy Barnes. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but he's just a complete player. Is this one thrown away? We'll get back to that.
3 is good by Dowdy.
Whew.
And it's a 4-point game. And now a foul.
So what I love about Jordy Barnes, when everyone thinks of Matt Barnes and Olympus, they think of the threes, right? But he's taken a couple tonight, but the defense, the ball control, the driving ability, the assists, like I just love that Jordy is not one-dimensional.
Right. But I think what everyone misses, and I kind of get caught up in a little bit as well, is the offense and the threes. But Olympus always plays defense.
Yeah.
Always plays defense. You think of those years of Ryland and others. I mean, when they went that perfect year, I mean, they locked you down, turned you over, and then went hit threes.
And the thing is that they turn the turnovers into points.
Yep. And gets the rebound off the missed free throw. Sends that one across, and now I'll play a little keep away. Oh, there's a steal. Giorgio Gillespie's, and he's fouled. Going to call that on the floor. I don't think they're going to give him the bucket.
No, I counted it.
They did.
I think that's going to be the rule of
For the sake of the game, they count that one.
no, I think that's a clear path type call, right?
Yeah, sure. Hey, I don't care. It makes it a 1-point game. I'm here for it. As again, the clock had stopped on a different stoppage that we hadn't been doing. As here's Erickson. Hangs on a pivot and scores.
Nice finish. You know what we missed? We missed a timeout. We'll take it now.
Timeout. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Lizzie from the Food Nanny. I recently got a My Style checking account. It's the perfect blend of rewards and convenient benefits. I love that sound. And now My Style Checking has new features like mobile phone protection, 24/7 telehealth, and my favorite, restaurant discounts. Get the only checking account you truly need and see what's new with My Style at macu.com.
1:06 left here in the ball game. Dusty Lister and Dane Stewart. It's a 3-point game. And the game has been double digits most of the night. But the Caps just been hanging around here. And where do they go for the 3-ball? Well, you still don't have to have it now. But where do they go for some offense? It's Johnson on the drive, blocked by Bettinger.
I'd look for Dowdy. I think he's been their best perimeter shooter tonight. Gillespie on the drive. You can potentially get in one finishes from him. But those are probably the two guys I'm looking for. And don't forget about Carly. He's got that great athleticism, good driving ability as well.
And Giorgio right to the rim and a timeout.
Boy, his little step kind of caught Jordy off guard. And again, the Skyline Olympus rivalry lives on at the top 50.
Yeah, been a fun night tonight. This is week 2. We had 6 weeks, and then we'll have the next game. And I think there's some other potentials that I think they want to highlight as well here at Utah Top 50. This is going to continue to grow and evolve, especially where we've seen it go from year 1. Thank goodness not everybody's wearing number 50 like we did a year ago. I mean, we're making great inroads here with what the group here has done.
Yeah, in fact, if I recall, there's no single digits this year, right?
They don't want it to be a ranking.
It's not about where you are. It's about being a participant of the top 50 and really the opportunity, again, to go up strength against strength, go see what it's like to play against top talent, and you got to love you have opportunities for interclassifications, non-regions battles that maybe you want to get a chance to see over the course of the regular season.
Well, absolutely. So 48 seconds left.
How about Brayden Whitehead tonight? He's got 5 offensive rebounds, 9 total. He's got more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds.
So 1-point game. Caps be looking for the steal and then the foul. Don't necessarily have to go exactly like that.
Ooh.
Oh, there it was, and Barrow knocked it out of bounds. And it will stay with the Colonels. Well, they wanted that one, but I think that's rightfully, correctly called there. So 45 seconds. The clock will now hit our clock here. Barnes sends that one ahead. Ooh, that was a dangerous pass. Erickson trying to get that ball inside, and there's the steal. Barrow with the loose ball.
Boy, arms were kind of coming up there a little bit too.
Look out for Giorgio. Gillespie's free throw line jumper, and he's fouled from behind. Glad he got him.
Boy, I thought Tyler Christensen, great job there from behind, but you're not going to get many blocks from that position deemed legal.
Yeah, not clean anyway, yeah.
Haven't talked much about Christensen tonight. A couple Cedar Valley participants here in the top 50.
And having to shoot, so was it 2 within a minute?
I think so.
I should have looked. So we're tied at 71. And the lead would not go. So tied at 71. We have our first overtime game.
We had one last week.
You did.
Kicked it off that way.
First one tonight.
Yeah, first one tonight.
15 seconds.
You got Erickson on the floor, McKee on the floor, Barnes, of course, Bettinger, and the big man Whitehead.
Inside of 10, Jordy Barnes with 5.
Good defense there. Nice help.
Whitehead back out to Barnes. Erickson won't count if it goes. It was late. And so we are heading to overtime. What a comeback from the Caps. Additional basketball coming our way on Monday Night Football Night. We'll be right back. You're watching Utah Top 50. And that's called a hard in. Welcome back, Dusty Lister and Dane Stewart. 2-minute overtime, and there's a steal. Oh, the Colonels and Bettinger +1.
Boy, I did not think that was a good idea from Caden Erickson, and somehow he was able to fit that ahead to Mason. What a finish. You know, Dusty, the NFL did a doubleheader tonight. We do triple headers.
Triple headers +1.
Plus overtime.
They think they call a lot of games. Herbie goes from Thursday to game day to his game. You know, we do this all the time.
Yeah.
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 There's a nice take and block by Whitehead. Bettinger with the loose ball.
Continues his strong game. And while he hasn't led the Colonels in scoring, man, what he's done in the paint, off the glass, has been huge.
Bettinger sends back out to Erickson. A little read to one matchup here at Dowdy and Erickson. Send it back out. McKee, now Bettinger. On the drive, Mason. Give it, take it away, and then hit.
I don't know if he's scored since about the first 10 minutes of the game, but man, all 5 points here in the overtime.
Here's Giorgio. Been outstanding down the stretch of this game, and good defense there by Barnes. Changed that shot, and he left it short.
Bucket here, and that might be it.
Send out to Barnes, got it back. And Jordan will reset inside of 40 seconds.
Oh, Jordy.
Nice take, and gonna call that on the well, he didn't get the shot to fall. So 33 seconds left as Jordy Barnes will go to the line.
Man, so tough to defend. Dent in that situation, having to defend the 3 up top, and Jordy just setting up that drive, got the step. Not much you can do.
And rattles home the first. I almost feel like we got to go into golf mode when we get to
I know, right?
the free throws. So Jordy made the first one, and it's been one of those great nights tonight for Jordy Barnes. Got them both. The Azaleas have been outstanding this week. As the hand back to Dowdy for 3. That was online, but a little long, and the rebound claimed by the Colonels. William Santiago. And Barnes backside to Erickson. He thought about it. He'll send it back out, and that'll do it tonight as the Colonels going to come away with the 7-point win after coughing up the lead and going to overtime. But Dane, your final thoughts of tonight, of this third game, and a selection of the player of the game?
Well, love the effort tonight by the Caps, able to come back in this one, a game that, you know, they were on the short end for a large portion of, but just not enough. In overtime, Mason Bettinger coming through early. He started the game off hot, started overtime off hot. Fantastic job. I'm going to go with Whitehead today in the block. I thought he was fantastic off the glass. Close to a double-double for Braden Whitehead. Was a difference maker offensively, defensively. I'll go with Braden as our player of the game.
A lot of fun. 3 games tonight. We got 3 games coming up next week. You can watch them right here on KSLSports.com. For Vince Francis and Dane Stewart, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and watching KSL Sports Rewind's coverage of the 2022 Utah Top 50.